Right, so new formats for music. One that I didn't expect as a new format for music was the humble QR code. And I certainly didn't expect it as a new format for opera. But Katariina is here to tell us that it can happen. And in fact, it can happen right here in Sliperiet during Music Tech Fest. We have a QR code opera that she's going to tell us about right now. Katariina, are you ready to go? Yep. Fantastic, thank you. Katariina Nyberg, please.
I know QR codes here is something of pretty low-tech standards, but in classical music it's really groundbreaking. So the you are here, so in Swedish, du är här, opera, was created by two Finnish guys in Finland who actually now live in Japan and Berlin, but they do a lot of these operas, and if you were in Music Tech Fest London, they also showed their mobile opera. But since they are away, they made us a nice video, which I'm going to show you now, and explaining a little bit what this opera is all about.
Hello, hey, and konnichiwa. I am Jaakko Nousiainen, and I'm the director of You Are Here. And well, you certainly are there. I am now here in very busy Japan, and that's why I'm sending you this video to briefly explain what our artwork is all about. You Are Here was commissioned last year by the University of Sussex and the Glyndebourne Opera House. And it was premiered to coincide with the start of a research project that goes by the name of Opera and the Media of the Future. Now, the big idea behind this artwork is that the mobile media and new digital technologies free opera from its traditional confinements of time and space. And moreover, these new tools allow us opera makers to reconsider and reconfigure the content elements of opera. What could opera change into with the help of these new technologies, new tools, and new ideas that they bring along? Now, for me and composer Miika Hyytiäinen, the mobile media allows opera to be more intimate and more personal, and also it brings about new type of humor. And those are the qualities that we tried to get into You Are Here as well. You can encounter the artwork in the form of 6 QR artworks or 6 QR codes that have been framed and put up on the walls. And when you activate these codes, you are shown videos that were filmed in front of the 3 opera houses in Berlin. And thus this sort of creates a new kind of hybrid space between the location where you are and the locations in Berlin. I hope you enjoy the work. Please send us feedback and have a good time. And here's also a little greeting from Miika. Have a good time. Bye bye.
Hi guys, I'm Miika Hyytiäinen. I'm a composer of the mobile opera You Are Here, or Du är här. Unfortunately, I am not there where you are. I'm here in Finland and recording with my cellist the next piece, and as you can see, I'm still inspired by the space. This time the space is less sunny and in Finland, but I hope you enjoy the mobile opera.
Yes, and I hope that you will use this time to scan these QR codes and enjoy some opera as well, and just kind of like beam yourself into Berlin and in front of the opera houses where all these have been shot. They're very quite short pieces, so it's nothing 5 hours, Ring des Nibelungen or anything like that. So I just want to talk to you next about my new idea. I got a seed money to make a demo, and I'm trying to get a group of people together. I already have a composer and so on. But this next idea that I've had, because I just really very passionate about classical music as well as technology, and I want to collide those worlds together. I've been doing that a lot in my different projects. So the new idea here, it's not necessarily new, it's just an improvement on an existing thing. When you think about computer games and the music in them, it's usually one composer doing it. The music just as in the game is just an illustrative part of it, and it's kind of like in the background. It fits the theme and the mood, and it sets things, but it's actually not a point of interaction necessarily. In the past, there have been computer games where you realize that the music is actually the best cue for you to carry on to other levels, but there's just few of those. And what I would want to explore is how could we make one piece on stage that goes that works so that you can watch people playing a really cool game and you might want to play it yourself, or that also functions as a perfectly beautiful contemporary music performance. So how could we create something where the musicians become gamers as well? I do last Music Tech Fest in Berlin. I already knew him, but I saw the presentation by Juli Leftov on Reactify and realized that with his technology, he can turn any acoustic instrument into a game controller, or any kind of thing that creates computer triggers, but then if it's a computer trigger, that can be a game controller. So I thought we're going to start working with Juli to make those acoustic instruments into game controllers. And then we're going to put that together with gamers so that when the gamers play the game, the musicians can actually play not from music sheets, but from the actual game. And what they are in turn playing affects the game. So in the end, there's an immediate interaction happening between the gamers and the musicians. Now, a lot of computer games, like this recent one, Monument Valley, that I've been playing, are aesthetically very pleasing, like visually just mind-blowing. There's some nice Escher geometry in that game. But they're not necessarily something a composer of music would get really excited about. So how to make a game that's musically as well as visually, aesthetically pleasing and fun to play with. That's my next project. And if there are any game designers or anyone else here who would be interested in being part of this project, please let me know. I'm looking for people. We already have a super composer that doesn't care about so much that they're going to get to compose the music. They just want to more bring people together. And then we have some really nice technology to make all this happen. But yeah, and if you think like, no, I'm not going to invest in this, then go ahead. Or if you're like, I don't know what, but I just really want to be part of this, please let me know. But anyway, that's my short little presentation. Thank you, everyone. And please just talk to me. And yeah, great. Bye.